I can't tell if my face is just a big shadow because the sun is sort of behind me, but it'd be a real disappointment to have you guys all looking at, there's just some grass and flowers in that direction, but this, I think you'd rather see that. So anyway, I wanted to talk about how I came on this trip to find freedom and to do what feels natural to me without being influenced by anybody else. And so the reason that I titled this, "If you want something you've never had, then you have to do something you've never done," is because I've been searching for freedom for a really long time, but I also haven't really been stepping outside of my comfort zone. I've been playing it safe, and it hasn't really gotten me very far. I mean, I did find this whole new lifestyle that started by doing something I'd never done, which is living off of raw foods. But that gave me like a new perspective, but not so much the freedom that I've been looking for. So I took this trip to gain some perspective. It's really amazing how I ended up in this specific part of Montana because I read a book like 9 or 10 years ago that mentioned Montana, and the author talked about just how she never imagined herself there and she knew nothing about Montana, but it ended up feeling like home. And I didn't really remember much about that book. I knew that she was going through something really hard with her husband, and the message throughout the book is really just that happiness is a choice, and you get to choose to be happy and you get to choose not to suffer. And I remembered things like that. I remembered little quotes from the book, but I really didn't remember much about Montana except that she mentioned mountains and horses. So since reading that book, probably, I'm not too sure how long ago, every time that I feel like I really need to heal, for some reason, like a little voice is whispering to me, Montana, Montana. And I never really allowed myself to explore that. Let me show you guys the view a little bit better. So, it's pretty stunning. And it just keeps going. If I go over there, there's mountains surrounding me. I have got like a 360 view, but actually maybe we'll go over there. I'm sitting on my blanket, so here I am again with my very professional videos. Okay. Woo! Hi. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go show you guys the other side of this view. So anyhow, I decided to find that book. Yesterday was pretty rainy, and I searched a bunch of really weird things to find it because I didn't even know the title of it. And I started reading it, and turns out that the town in Montana she's talking about is the town that I'm staying in. And these are the mountains she's talking about, and the farmer's market she's talking about. It's just so strange that when I searched Montana, I didn't really have a plan, but I did see pictures of Glacier National Park, and I thought I need to go there. So I looked for the airport near there, and then I ended up here. Or in Whitefish is where I ended up, and that's where she lives. So it just feels like I'm supposed to be here. I don't know if we're going to really find a spot over there. So anyhow, like I was saying, I wanted something that I never really have had. So in order to get it, I had to step outside of my comfort zone. And things have not really lined up for me in order to do this. It hasn't been easy. And things have really gone in directions that I didn't hope for. And it would have been really easy to call it quits and go back to Florida. But that would just give me what I already have. And that wasn't the goal. So that's a really important thing to tell yourself. You know, next time, if you want to lose weight and all you do is talk about how you can't lose weight, chances are you're not trying something you've never tried before. And if you are, you're not sticking it out. And if you want to find happiness, but every day you still just, you know, sit on the couch and watch TV, you still go to the gym, but, you know, you still don't feel like you've found your peace of mind, then you're not trying hard enough. You've got to do something you've never done. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting to find something you've never had. So, okay, I made it back. I'm going to go this way again just so you can, there's a big loop up here so you can see all around. So, being out here in nature and in the mountain and hiking is something that I've never done. And what I'm finding is that hiking is something I'm really passionate about and something that I want to keep doing. And I'm finding that being on my own is giving me the freedom to pursue whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't have to consider somebody else's feelings or anybody else's plans. You know, I just can do what I want when I feel like doing it. And not that I ever couldn't do that, but, you know, I mean, you limit yourself when you start taking into consideration other people and what they want. And I'm going to try to only, for now, consider what I want. So that is the purpose of this. So some things that I've been continuing to do for a long time, searching for my freedom, that aren't really getting me there, are staying in Cape Coral, Florida. That's one of the things, you know, just not spending time outside. Places like this give you something different. I can't explain it, but I really hope and encourage you to go on a journey like this one, and if you can, do it alone. You know, there's been lots of times that I've been doing this that I've been thinking about how I would love to share it with someone else because it's so amazing, but I'm glad I'm doing it alone first. Maybe sometime I will share it with someone else, but right now it feels really good to be alone. So anyway, you need to find something you're passionate about, and you need to do it and do it and do it, and think about yourself first, because exploring yourself and becoming a world of your own is really something necessary to be somebody worth loving. You know, you don't want to be with somebody that's really got none of their own interests and doesn't have anything they're passionate about. And so think about it in the reverse. If you want to be in a meaningful relationship, you've got to already be a meaningful person. The relationship isn't the meaning. Sharing is the meaning. So you got to have something to share. You know, you have to be a world of your own. And then worlds can collide, and it's a good thing. But the relationship can't be the meaning. The end. It's holding my phone awkwardly, so I'm going to go back to my hike. I love you all. One day I'll learn how to put tags that make this ship findable. Bye.